Good morning, it's Dr. James. Hey, I hope you're off to an awesome start this morning. It's so good to see you. Thank you for your time and thank you for your energy. And today, I'm going to ask you with all of my heart, stay with me for the next few minutes. I want to share a story with you, and it's deeply important that you really take this, and it's for you, it's for me, it's for the world, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. And I say that with no ego. It's all about the message of Mr. Rogers. Now, before you go, Mr. Rogers, oh my gosh, what's up with that guy? Well, if you haven't seen the documentary, first and foremost, go see the documentary. It is phenomenal. And Mr. Rogers spent most of his professional life being accused of not being as good as he really was. People would literally try to find ways to find a crack in his heart, to find something wrong with him. They never did because he was awesome. And when I was a little boy, I used to love to watch Mr. Rogers on my PBS channel back in Vermont as a little boy. And I gotta tell you, Mr. Rogers was a huge hero for me growing up. I grew up in a home that had a lot of stuff going on. There was booze, there was fighting, there's a lot of dark stuff happening. And I do remember a time when I heard Mr. Rogers in the late 60s. I'll never forget it. He had something that he shared with all of us. A lot of us kids, I'm certain, had a lot of stuff they were seeing every single day that scared us. And I was scared a lot as a little boy. And he shared this one morning on a show, and it just helped me immeasurably. And I read this quote again after I saw the documentary. He said this about his mom. When I was a little boy, I would see scary things happen in the news. I see scary things happen around me. My mom would say to me, "Look for the helpers, Fred. Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping. They were the ones who will help lift you from your fear." Don't you just love that? I mean, think about the world right now. And I gotta tell you, I haven't seen the news in over 31 years. I will not watch the news on television because I don't have what it takes to channel those 30, 60, 90-second fire hoses of fear that come in and just blow me back, and I go, oh my gosh, I can't take that in. It brings too much up. It brings too much fear up for me. I'll read about things, but I do my very best to kind of create a bubble where I can learn about what's happening in the world. And I know, trust me, I know there's a lot of scary things happening. I know there's a lot of fear going on. I feel fear every single day just like you. But then I look at Mr. Rogers' advice, and Mr. Rogers' advice hits me so good today. Look for the helpers. You are a helper. I know you are. I see your comments. I see your likes. I see your loves. I see the way we're sharing the helping energy, the healing energy of love. So today, let us lean into the philosophy and the beautiful legacy of Mr. Rogers. And let's ask ourselves, are we willing to lift others from fear and potentially even lift ourselves from the fear by being the helpers? And going out in the world and let someone see, let the world see what a helper does. How a helper leads with courage, how a helper leads with love, how a helper shows up and says, I am going to be a beneficial presence on the planet, and I am going to help lift people through my living example of love. And I do trust it will be a contagious force that will literally help to elevate everybody else to see the possibility of what true common humanity can do when we come together and decide we are going to be the change we wish to see in the world. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Rogers. Thank you, Mr. Rogers' mom. And thank you for creating a life right alongside of me that we love. Much love and many blessings. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.